say welcome. Welcome to your African American Cultural Gardens. My name is Carl Ewing. I'm the current president of the association. In fact, I grew up in the neighborhood, the Health neighborhood that just surrounds the gardens. Okay, the African American Garden is one of 38 current gardens. And at this time, I want to introduce the president of the Federation. Tom Turgley is our president of the Cultural Gardens Federation. Can you hear me? Okay, just a little bit of history about the gardens. The Garden Federation itself is the motto where we say peace through mutual understanding. The cultural gardens, this particular cultural garden was donated by John D. Rockefeller in 1896 on the anniversary of the Cleveland. The journey to obtain the African American Garden started in 1961 when then Leo Jackson, a Cleveland councilman in the Glenbrook neighborhood, advocated for a Negro garden. It was a long 16-year journey that included such leaders as Congressman Louis Stokes and other businessmen who started the whole drive. And of course the creator was Booker Tall, a college professor from Tri-C. We're honored to share the history of our struggle for membership in the Cultural Garden and to showcase our culture within the city and Cultural Garden itself. Because of its resilience and dedication to the membership, we're continuing the journey to complete the garden. We have at the top the doorway of no return. As you come down, we will have, this picture shows a rendition. We have the platform, the middle passage, and then this will be the future. And our motto simply says, we learn from our past as we live in the present to secure our future. And I'll turn it over this time to our development chair.
Thank you, Carl. So I'm Levita Ewing, and Carl is my husband, and we're excited to be on this journey to complete the garden. And as Carl said, our journey represents the African American experience. That's what the garden is. Coming from Africa, going through that doorway and quarter of no return, water was going to cascade down into a 50-foot platform. But as you see on those pictures, we have steps that will say the same thing, that it's a journey. And it was a hard journey, but our ancestors did it. And on this QR code here, you will see a YouTube video that explains the door of no return and what it represents here in the city of Cleveland for the African American Garden. On the 50-foot platform that you will see will be etched the Little Dipper and the North Star, which really speaks to the Underground Railroad. It speaks to our migration from the south to the north. And at the future area, which is where you're standing now, is for our future generations to know that you can accomplish anything in this country. It's hard work, dreams do come true. Your ancestors did it. They survived. And you can reflect that it's because of your ancestors that you're able to accomplish and do the things that they were not able to. So we're excited to be a part of this journey. And because of the struggle that it was for us to get the land from the Cleveland Cultural Garden Federation and the city of Cleveland, we're excited to be a part of the Cleveland Civil Rights Trail. And you will see our monument over there, which dedicates us as being part of the trail. And we're also excited, really excited, to be part of the National Civil Rights Network from the National Park Service. So we're one of the few places throughout the country that has been designated as part of their collection. So if you get an opportunity to look at that, we ask you to go ahead and do so. We're excited that the garden was designed by an African American architect, Dan Bickerstaff, who also grew up in the area and went to school, Washington University in St. Louis for architecture, and he designed the final design for the African American Garden. And there were several designs throughout time. And the first design was done by Robert Madison, who was the first African-American architect in the city of Cleveland and the ninth African-American architect in the United States. So we do have some information about Robert Madison. We love him dearly. He's 102 years old now.
Oh, wow.
But he is a strong supporter of the Garden. We had an event in February where we honored him. We had a display at the Western Reserve Historical Society. So if you would like additional information about Robert Madison, that's here. We do hope that you'll take a hike up to the Door of No Return, where you will also see an infinity fountain, which actually represents the Atlantic Ocean and our ancestors coming across that middle passage. And before you leave, we do have some donuts here for you, some water here for you, and we would like for you to take one of our bags here. We're one of the few organizations in the city of Cleveland that actually celebrated Juneteenth, 20 plus years ago, long before it became a national holiday. Our mission is to educate regarding the African American experience and to complete the monument for the African American Garden. So we're pretty excited that we have teamed up with the City of Cleveland School District, and once the garden is completed, we will be bringing 8th grade students during their American history class to come to the garden, recognize what it represents to us, to them, and to celebrate African American history. Are there any questions for Carl and I?
Just one additional plug. If you can imagine this busy thoroughway, there are only 2 times a year that this is ever closed down. And that's for One World Day and our Juneteenth celebration.
On Negro tongue, so long, so far away is Africa. Subdued and time lost are the drums, and yet through some vast mist of race, there comes this song. I do not understand this song of atavistic land of bitter yearnings lost without a place. So long, so far away is Africa's dark face. The Afro Fragment by Langston Hughes.
This is the Infinity Fountain, which represents the Atlantic Ocean, and our goal initially was for water to cascade down to the present platform that was 50 feet long, but we're going to have steps going down there, so I'm not sure what the water feature will look like, but we're excited to be able to break ground, hopefully before the end of the year. On the design that you have in Europe.
All right, everybody look forward. 1, 2, 3.